Now joins us. He represents Hero Fincorp. Abhimanyu, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Hope everything is fine, and you and your family and your employees are all safe.
Morning, Nikunj. Yes, thank you for asking. Everyone is safe, and I hope you and everyone in the channel are doing well. Your family is safe.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a reboot for us. As you can see that some of us are working from home, but I've got a dedicated team who's still working, from the office. So thank you very much. So Abhimanyu, how has the lockdown affected your business? How has the lockdown affected life for Hero Fincorp?
The lockdown is going to create a lot of new norms. Like you said, you're working from home today. I'm working from home. I'm probably working much longer hours and more efficiently than before. So the lockdown is going to have a lot of positives in terms of reducing a lot of unnecessary OPEX across the NBFC industry. And few impacts which I feel are it's an impact across all industries in the economy. The lockdown, the estimate of GDP loss is between 4 lakh crores to 8 lakh crores. It's a humongous sum. So it is going to be painful across industry, and especially for lenders who have actually lent to the affected segments. Liquidity will be tight. Receivables are going to be extended. So overall, it is a brutal time, and it's a brutal time for most NBFCs in the country.
The Reserve Bank of India has given a moratorium that does not apply to all. So do you think the true real picture on NPAs and other things will only emerge after 3 months, because that's the time you'll figure out that who's got cash, who's unable to pay, who's genuinely able to pay, and who will struggle to pay?
So Nikunj, I was hearing Mr. Kela before this. One of the things he mentioned is very true in terms of the leverage businesses, right? All leverage businesses are going to be impacted. The moratorium is not a waiver, it's a deferral. And I hope the industry is being responsible by applying the moratorium to people who are the well-deserved, and not to hide any of the issues that you are mentioning. I feel the life after moratorium is going to be what we need to watch out for. The moratorium is for 3 months. The lockdown since till 14th April will have a GDP loss of 4 to 8 lakh crores. So EBITDA generation for most companies, SMEs, will be at stress. I feel after the moratorium, there should be a restructuring window for the impacted industries like airlines, travel, tourism, auto, etc., so that we can actually match the cash flows of those industries, because they're not coming to normalcy right after moratorium. And if that doesn't happen, there will be a big spike in delinquencies across banks and NBFCs.
What is Hero Fincorp doing in order to play their part in terms of philanthropy and contribution and helping out the PM Care Fund?
So we are as a group, we are a corporate. We believe that we are a socially responsible corporate citizen. As a group, we have announced investment of contribution of 100 crores, out of which 50 crores goes into the PM Care Fund. The flagship of the group is Hero Motorcorp, is Hero Fincorp, Hero Future Energies, Rockman Industries, and we have our university, which is Abhimanyu Munjal University, which is led by the Hero Group, and we have associate companies of Hero Enterprise and AG Industries. So out of the 50 crores which goes into the PM Care Fund, there's a substantial amount of contribution gone from Hero Fincorp. Additionally, Hero Fincorp is planning to create a COVID-19 product. About 200 to 300 crores is dedicated to disperse to people, SMEs, where they have working capital gaps, which are arising from the COVID-19 impact, as well as to retail consumers who have problems in getting their daily needs. So we are, as we speak, we are cooking that product, and hopefully we should have that out very soon to support our customers.
Good to hear that, Abhimanyu. Just wanted to understand, what do you think that the central bank can do at this juncture in order to be able to release the stress within the NBFC sector?
The TLTRO is a great step. I feel that we should have additional 2 to 3 lakh crores in the TLTRO. Right now, the dedicated amount is only 1 lakh crore. And out of that, 50% is for primary and 50% is for secondary. So I feel that we need to get another 2 to 3 lakh crores. Within that, there should be some dedicated to NBFCs and HFCs. You have to understand that the moratorium that we are giving to our end customer and some NBFCs may take from their banks does not apply to debt capital markets, to mutual funds and to insurance companies. 30% of NBFC's liabilities come from those sources. So there would be a cash flow issue going forward. Hence, it's very important that a TLTRO gets enhanced, gets dedicated, a part of that gets dedicated to NBFCs and HFCs so that we can take care of the bond and the debt capital market obligations. Also, I think there needs to be some kind of alignment in terms of regulator where we have RBI, we have SEBI, we have some kind of alignment and unification in few of these thoughts. In the US, Fed has started buying corporate bonds. So maybe a good idea that RBI starts buying some of these bonds and gives a direct line, a liquidity line to NBFCs and HFCs. Also for lenders who are lending to SMEs, maybe a credit guarantee from the government to actually mitigate any EBITDA losses that the SME may have going forward.
Sure. That's what from the central bank. But for the overall economy, Abhimanyu, to recover on a more broad-based level, the government as well will have to intervene. Of course, D Street has been raising the clamor and, raising up the noises that we want a second package. And it's a long list of demands, really. But what do you think can the government do at this juncture? The talk is only getting heightened that there is going to be a second stimulus package. But a more specific, targeted one, you think, is the need of the hour right now?
Yeah, I hope the package is sooner than later. I believe there is a package which is required at the current scenario to 2 to 3% of the GDP. And it should focus on employment, unemployment, and boosting demand, right? Making sure that there is enough consumption capability post-lockdown with every household. So it should be, at this current time, I think it should be 2 to 3% of the GDP.
Okay. There are broad numbers which everyone is working for, but where do you think the real crisis is going to happen? Do you think more than, since your business is also about understanding the way interest rates is going to move, the way demand is going to move, the way rural economy is going to move, which end of the economy do you think is going to be the hardest hit?
I think, again, like I said, the leverage businesses are going to be very, very, hard hit. There'll be a talk on survival on the leverage businesses. In terms of the economy, I think the auto industries, the tourism, hospitality, etc., already hit. It is going to take time for them to come back to normalcy. And if there is, for them to support them, we need to have a very, very strong fiscal and a monetary package so that there is enough liquidity. Most of the leverage businesses, especially the lending businesses, if you see worldwide, no lending business has gone down because of asset problem. They have usually gone down because of liability problem. So this is the time that we need to step up and ensure that there is enough liquidity in the system and it's being transmitted to the intermediaries or to the end consumer so that this liquidity problem does not come into a solvency issue.
Abhimanyu Munjal, appreciate your time and thank you for joining us. Let's take a break with the news that it's pharma all the way. I mean, across the board, pharma stocks have really made a strong comeback. I mean, stocks like Ipca and Aurobindo are actually doing cartwheels now. That just tells you which way the leadership of the market is assuming. Now, don't buy pharma stocks just because you think that Indian pharma companies are making a wonder drug called hydroxychloroquine. No. I think pharma is moving because the markets are telling you that there seems to be a reorientation in the market leadership. When market leadership changes, market will always vote for safety and visibility. Safety comes where the balance sheet risk is not there. Visibility comes where growth is there. So consumer stocks give you a better growth in an uncertain world, and pharma companies give you a better balance sheet because pharma is one sector which has got not affected because of lockdown. So which are some of the other sectors and essential commodities which have not got affected because of lockdown? Well, we told you rice was one, sugar is one, and we'll speak to the management of Balrampur Chini right after this break.